Welcome to Office Hours. I'm David Meltzer with Bucky and Leah.
All right, last but not least, the anchor man here on the Human Experience, Joel Zeff, is waiting in the wings. He is a work culture expert, a humorist, and an author. And his book is been out, and it's Make the Right Choice: Lead with Passion, Elevate Your Team, and Unleash the Fun at Work. Welcome so gratefully here, Joel Zeff. Welcome to the Human Experience.
Thank you. It's an honor. I enjoyed the previous interviews.
You know, it's interesting because I pick up on two things: culture and humor. And when you go to the masters, there's a culture of the masters, and I think I look for things that indicate culture. And one of the most powerful things about the culture at the masters is it's a culture that does something I don't think any other culture has the capability of doing, and it's getting 500,000 people, 500,000 people, to give up their cell phone for a day, and that's a pretty powerful cultural phenomenon today. And they lead with passion, they elevate everyone's experience, and it's definitely with fun. Within the context, though, of culture and humor, I think humor is overlooked as a capability. It's something that I hire for. I think there's certain characteristics that it takes to have humor. And so I want to discuss in the book that you have to unleash these things, how does humor play an integral role in passion, in elevation, and also I think fun is more obvious.
Yeah, it's really finding your fun, and my fun is going to be different than your fun. And if we're not passionate about what we do, then where's that success going to come from? Where's that energy? Where's that fuel? You know, on no job application does it say fun and passion is required. It doesn't say you have to have fun at this job and you have to be passionate. We want that because then we're going to have a very successful team member. But we have to create responsibility. We have to give that accountability and give that ownership, because what happens, that team member starts to care. And then when they care, then they have passion. And that's what we're after, that passion. And fun is such a huge part of that. What is it that we love? What is it that we're enjoying that's fulfilling us and rewarding us at work each day? And when we really look at it, that's our guiding light. That's what we need to have fun.
Joel, I just love the energy that you're bringing to this show this morning. So, first of all, thank you for that. It's awesome. I can clearly see that you're having fun with doing what you love. You know, one of the things that I want to chat about with you is that what I have found in, running teams and also facilitating in a room full of entrepreneurs is that I find that bringing in play and fun at the beginning allows for a level of safety, trust, and belonging that allows people to express things that they wouldn't normally express, innovate, have conversations that they didn't really know that they could have, and then forge new business agreements, deals, all the things that come from that. How do you see that having fun and having a place that is both, strategic and aligned with their mission, but also brings in a level of joy and playfulness? How have you found that when organizations are doing that, not only is the culture and the human experience of that place elevated, but so are the results?
Yeah, well, I think you had two questions there. The play part, I'm with you 100%. It's you become you're your true self when you're playing. You put a board game, bring a couple people together, and you'll find out real quick who's the micromanager, right? Who's the giver, who's the sore loser, who's going to get angry and frustrated. You're going to really quickly just put out a Monopoly board, and you're going to quickly figure out who's who. And play is I think just an integral part of that connection. And improv was created in the late 1930s, early 1940s by a woman named Viola Spolin at NYU. And she thought, if I played games, My students are going to connect with the message more. They're going to learn, they're going to engage, they're going to retain the message. And I use improv in my keynotes. That's a big part of what I do and big part of play. And I use improv as my visual storyboard for the audience, so they can see these messages in real time visually, what's happening as a team, as leaders, as communicators, how they're dealing with change. And that play, I think, as you mentioned, to kick things off, it connects us. When you laugh together, that's a special memory. It's like a really great song, and you put that memory with that great song. And when you laugh together with a group or with a group of people, and I mean a really great laugh, then a memory is formed, and it's integral. It's crucial. Fun, though, is more than play. Fun is more than humor. Helping somebody out can be fun. Giving back to your community can be fun. Fun is a huge word, and it means many different things. But it's what we need to do is find our guiding light. What is that fun? Obviously, for you and David, this podcast, I would hope, is fun. Meeting different people and listening to their stories. Are you laughing? Are we playing? No, but we're having fun because it's a passion, and it's what everyone needs to find is look for those guiding lights.
And in the context of the guiding light, is you in so many different places, empowering, enlightening. How important is it to step on so many stages? You do so many events, over 2,500 events. And I think a lot of people today, because of the virtual aspect of so much, they miss out on stepping in front of people and being around a community of consciousness. And I felt that this weekend with Bucky, and we had this great event at their property in Nashville, and it could not have been done virtually.
Right.
You're like me. I show up in person. How important is it to be in person today?
I think there's no connection better than in person. I think virtual is going to be a part of our world, just like we're here virtually. It should not take the place, but it should add to. And so it just gives you another opportunity to connect that, if you have one live event, if an association organization, they have one big, everybody come together, one live event, then you can use virtual to be a part of that, a second event, a third event, to bring people together. Because again, it's all about connection, whether it's in person or it's virtual. Obviously, I much prefer to be in person, but sometimes opportunities come up and it's only virtual. And you just try to bring as much energy as you can, and you make that connection, and you try to have that engagement that's going to mean something. In person, you meet in the hall, you sit down next to somebody at lunch, you see somebody in the lobby and you have a coffee, and all of a sudden some magic happens. That doesn't happen virtually, right? And it's those little special moments that we're looking for. And you never know, you ride up in an elevator with somebody, you meet somebody from across the country, you're at the same conference, next thing you know, you're having coffee, and you make a connection. Maybe it's a deal. Maybe it's something that you plant that seed that something's going to happen down the road. I love being on stage. That's my passion. And I tell clients all the time, and here's a secret, I don't charge for being on stage. That's free. That's how much I love it. I will charge for the conference call to travel across the country and sit next to the guy who took his socks off. Can you believe people in this day and age, people still do that? Or someone on the plane just the other day, they're painting their nails. I'm literally dying of whatever chemical. You've been there, right? We've all been there.
200 plane rides a year. So
we've all been there. That's what I charge for, and it's expensive.
It's just like in football. I had clients that never charged to play football, but they charged to be bothered at dinner and practice and deal with agents and
same thing.
All the commercial stuff that they had to do. But the exact same thing. If you want to deliver on a fun approach in life, if you want to elevate you and your team, if you want to lead with passion, purpose, and even profitability, I suggest you hire or at least read the book, the second edition of Make the Right Choice, Lead with Passion, Elevate Your Team, and Unleash the Fun at Work and at Home. Thank you so much, Joel. We'll have you back. We appreciate you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Leah. Appreciate it. You guys have a
Great
great
job.
day.
Thank you.
So talented, so talented. All right, Leah, my friend, what is our takeaway of the day?
What a great conversation. I'm so happy to be here with you this morning. And, when I look at flow state and when I look at energy and really just the wave of energy from all of the people that came on the show today, everybody has their own unique way of tapping into greatness inside of them and tapping into a level of energy that brings something out of them and allows that to bring that out in somebody else. And when I look at the guests today, whether it be, getting in the flow state or using your story and transforming that energy and impacting other people, or, bringing out more fun, is like all of those answers are within you, and being able to access those things within you and have a practice around bringing that energy out and serving and using that for a greater good is such a powerful thing. So my takeaway is and it's simple, is when you get still enough and you find that resource within yourself, there's a lot of things within that you can, transfer to other people.
I love it. My takeaway all revolves around your business and your purpose, mission with what we experienced in Nashville. And so we had our community join together and experience what is aligned with all of the different speakers today, the books that they've written. It touches on every single one of these areas. And it's in person.
It really is.
It was funny because one of the individuals there who had been a participant before, he said, "Oh, I love what you do with Leah and Bucky. You're a comedian, right?" And I was thinking, no, I try to be, but I took it as a big compliment. But it really hit home with Joel that humor is essential. And I love being able to make people smile, to have a gut laugh or a real laugh by utilizing, intelligence and intuition and humor to elevate that. And so within the context of knowing your past and being vulnerable, to be in the zone, but also, to have fun. And however that is, what's funny to me may not be funny to other people. I've experienced that many times, just like behaviors, right? Good behaviors are aligned with where we want to be. Bad behaviors interfere with it. But if we don't want to be the same place, the behaviors aren't good or bad for either of us. And I think our three guests today really illustrated what you're doing with Legacy and Leverage. And if anyone has an opportunity to participate, all you got to do is email me. We're going to be doing, when's the next one, Leah?
We're going to do May 31st.
May 31st. You got it. In Nashville again?
Yeah, we're going to do it in Nashville.
Yeah, they have their own center. So it's really cool. It's amazing. That's all I got to say. I get to do a lot of cool shit with cool people. This was one of the coolest things with the coolest people. That's about as simple as I could put it. Leah, I will see Bucky in a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you, David. Have a wonderful day. Wish I was there.
Thank you for changing my life. She's amazing. This is Office Hours with the Human Experience with Bucky O'Neill and Leah Notarianni. It's pizza time for me. I am blessed. We are going to be in New York. For all of you people that can make it to New York today, meet up at 4:00, cocktail party. Tomorrow, NASDAQ Mastermind and VIP dinner. Then Boston, speech, meetup, holding court, VIP dinner. Then Denver, speech, meetup, holding court, VIP dinner on Thursday. We got a fun, packed week, and we appreciate everyone. Just email me if you want to join, david@dmeltzer.com. If you love being invited and don't feel obligated, then join our text community because you'll get more invitations than you know what to do with. 200 of them or more to be exact. 949-298-2905. Become a member of our private networking group. Get special offers, deals, and different places to be. The Masters was one of them. We had an amazing time there. The meetups, the firewalking, david@dmeltzer.com. Remember, most importantly, be more interested than interesting. Be kind to your future self and do good deeds. Thank you.
Welcome to Office Hours. I'm David Meltzer with Bucky and Leah.